Hi, my name is Marcus Spitzmiller. I'm a member of the Enterprise Architecture team with Qlik. We'll be talking today about how you can use QlikSense scalability tools to load test your QlikSense applications. This video series is broken up into three parts. The first is around the initial setup of the tool. The second is around defining and executing the test. And the third part is around analyzing the results. The QlikSense Scalability tool is a tool that's been authored by the Qlik Scalability Lab and simulates virtual users against a QlikSense server. The Scalability tool captures output into log files, as does the QlikSense server along with performance counters, and those results are captured into a Qlik application for further analysis. Okay, so let's get started. I've gone to Google and Googled for QlikSense Scalability tool. The link at the top is what we want. It takes us to Qlik Community, where we can download the scalability tool in the zip file right here. We also want to go to this page here that says Scalability Results Analyzer and download the zip file here, because this is the Analyzer app that we'll use to analyze the results. And then finally, if you don't already have QlikView Personal Edition downloaded and installed, or a licensed copy of QlikView, download it and install it here as well, because we'll need that for analyzing the results. Now I've gone ahead and done that on my client server, which is Labo3, and then I have QlikSense installed on Labo4. You need two servers for this, one to simulate the client load and then one for QlikSense. My zip files are downloaded right here. I've already gone ahead and installed QlikView. And what we want to do now is get the scalability tool set up. Now importantly, one thing that we need to do is unblock the content in the zip file. If we don't do this, it won't unzip properly. And I'm going to go ahead and extract that file right here. In fact, I'm going to put it on the desktop. And then secondly, what I want to do is go ahead and take the results analyzer file and copy that and put it into the scalability folder as well. And now this is the full file structure of the scalability tool that we need to deal with. We'll get into all of this in subsequent sections, but the thing that we really care about right now is that in the documentation folder is a XML file that sets up the performance counters that we need to have running on the QlikSense server. So we're going to take that file and we're going to bring it over to the QlikSense server and paste it right here. And then through Computer Manager, or through Server Manager, we're going to go ahead and load this thing up. So if I go to Diagnostics, Performance, Data Collector Set, User Defined, and then if I do a new data collector set, I'll call this Qlik. And then what I'm going to do is hit Browse for this file, and I'm going to browse for the file that I just pasted into the desktop here. And when I hit next and next and finish, it's going to go ahead and create performance counters that in a little bit we'll hit start here and start collecting stats. But for now, we're just going to set it up. The other thing that we need to look at here is that on the QlikSense side of things, you have an application that you have in question. So I've got this application loaded up, and we'll be using this one for our testing. And in the management console, you can see that once you have it loaded up, this is the name of it, you want to make sure that it's published to something that these test users that we'll simulate can get to. So I've chosen to publish to the everyone stream. A couple more important things about the test setup is that you certainly need to make sure that these virtual users will be running have a license accessible. And so what I've chosen to do is create a user access rule right here that's pretty wide open, and I say the name is like an asterisk, and it means that anyone coming into the system right now will get an access pass. We absolutely need to have this during the test, otherwise the users won't be able to get in. So you got to have something like this or this rule itself. Lastly, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up an additional virtual proxy for the test, and I'm choosing to use header authentication because it's nice and simple for this test. So to do this, I've gone ahead and I've created a new I've hit create new, and that takes you to the virtual proxy screen, and we'll see what that looks like here. I've given it a name called header. The prefix is called header. That's what's going to show up in the URL. The session cookie name is xcliksession-header, and the header name is called xclik user header. And these are important. We definitely need the prefix, and we definitely need the header name. And then what I've gone ahead and done is connected that to the main central proxy right here by hitting the link button. So after that, what happens now is I can go to this URL, and instead of doing /hub, I can do /header/hub and send in the virtual users through that virtual proxy. And one final point, we want to make sure that both servers are in the same time zone, so make sure that they're both set to Eastern or Central or Pacific or whatever time zone you're in, but just make sure that it's the same, and this helps the analyzer tie out all the metrics in the right way.